just finishing up on the last of my homemade apple cider. Mm. 5 different apples gives it a very wide taste. Does that make any sense? That's not what I'm going to talk about. It's about knives. You hear that humming sound, by the way? It's that box over there. Eggs are hatching. It's an artificial chicken. You hear that? It's not very loud, but you can actually hear the chickens inside the eggs going beep. Not very long now. Back to the knives. I want to talk about Sheeple friendly knives. This it's a CRKT Lake 111. It's a nice knife. The back lock and this weird extra locking mechanism. One hand opening. This is not very Sheeple friendly. I live in Denmark. When in doubt, it's probably illegal. So people think about knives different than they would where the rules are not as strict. This is not Sheeple friendly. It's a good knife, but it's not Sheeple friendly. This well-used K-bar dossier folding hunter. Ooh, good working knife. Very strong, very sharp. It's a good knife. This is not Sheeple friendly. It looks more like something you would fight a war and win it with. So therefore I ordered this. This, by the way, is it's not Sheeple friendly, but more people, especially here in the countryside, people will see this not as a weapon but as a tool. So, but still illegal to carry though. Don't ask me why. So how to get into this? No. Not that side either. Aha! Ooh, some nice air from Germany. And plastic. Notes. Yes. And here we go. Haha. And get over here and I'll show you what I bought. So here we are, my new, very Sheeple friendly knives. Let's start with the smaller one first. Comes in this small pouch. It says Rally Red, and here we have it. You've probably all seen the classic model with the nail file and small screwdriver and a small sharp blade and with scissors, but this one has this special kind of tool, and it's a small Phillips screwdriver and a very important cap lifter, and the surprising good tweezers. And a toothpick. Very nice. Even here in Denmark, everybody knows Victorinox with their friendly red color and non-threatening way of being knives. And this is even small enough to go on my keychain. I think it's going to find its new home on my keychain. This, I've been looking for this a long time. I've simply not been sure what to get, what size and how many layers, and there are a lot of Victorinox knives to choose from. But which one to choose? And I finally found this one, and I'm quite certain that this is the Victorinox for me. It's the Tinker. It's got the blade and the smaller blade, of course, the essential cap lifter, and a can opener with the screwdrivers on them, and the awl, and the Phillips screwdriver in a package this small. Now, in combination, I now have the size 0 and 1, 1 and 2. So from 0 to size 2 Phillips screwdrivers. I never ever use a corkscrew, what do you call them? Well, I do sometimes have a glass of red wine. It's not that I dislike wine, I just simply never ever use that to open it. So these are my new Sheeple friendly knives. Very nice size. So the Tinker finally found my Victorinox, the Victorinox for me. You probably, if you don't know the Tinker, it's essentially the Spartan, but with the Phillips screwdriver instead of the corkscrew. Very nice pocket size, big enough handle to actually be useful, and the well-known and, in my opinion, very good Victorinox blade So this, instead of something like this, when going out into public, not only legal but maybe even Sheeple friendly. Oh, and maybe put this in here as well. Depending on where I go, I could bring this. But this doesn't work in Denmark. Too many people would associate this with being a weapon and not a tool. So yeah, that's all from me. So have a nice weekend, and I'll be watching over these chickens. Hopefully next time there'll be no humming sound, and I'll... You heard that? Oh. Take a look at this. Let's not disturb them too much. You see that? This one is just gotten out. Yeah. Have a nice weekend, everyone.